This is the mortgage housing update as of March 19, 2026. And the biggest question is, did the Fed do any rate cuts yesterday? And the answer is nope, they did not, right? So the rates are unchanged as of yesterday. We were expecting that as well because when we saw the data for inflation it was at 2.4, right? It seems low, but that Fed is still projecting that this number can go higher in near future, right? And they only see one rate cut in this year, right? Before that, they were thinking about 3 rate cuts, then 2 rate cuts, and now they're projecting only one rate cut for a remainder of 2026, which is not a positive sign. Second is that we are at war with Iran, so that adds uncertainty to Fed's outlook and also the oil prices. We all feel it when we're at the gas pump that the rates for the oil are going up and up and up every week, right? And since there's no rate cuts until next year or end of the year, only one, that's no good for the market, right? So according to Freddie Mac, we are hovering around 6.11, but that is from last week. This number will increase when we get the next reading because we're checking on daily basis on Mortgage News Daily, and we are at 6.36 as of yesterday for your 30-year conforming conventional loans, and for FHA 5.86. So a $500,000 loan, you're looking at around $3,114 principal and interest for your 30-year conventional conforming loans, okay? Your 10-year Treasury is at 4.26. We want to see this below 4%. If it comes below 4%, it'll be nice, but we don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, okay? Next is that if you're waiting for about a year now, you saw the rates that were a little bit above 7%. So right now we are 6.25, but still we want to see that number go lower, right? So if you're thinking about buying in 5 borough, let's say in Queens, right, it's a pretty balanced market. So what that means is that when you're putting in an offer, you don't have to be on the highest end. But if you're buying in Nassau County, it's a seller's market, then you have to get a little bit more aggressive and make sure your offer is solid if you want to get accepted there, okay? And the last thing is very important when you want to buy a house is your credit scores. We always hear that, hey, I have 2 people on the file and, we want to see the person with the highest score. That's what you guys telling us. Hey, wife has 710 credit scores, which is great. But if there's 2 people on the file, the lender is looking at the weaker one who have lower credit scores. That is a simple guideline that all lenders use. So if wife has 700, 710, 720 from 3 different agencies, right, we're going to use the middle credit score. For her, we can qualify her for FHA, conventional, or no income check loans. But if the husband is added and the husband's credit middle score is 660, then we're going to use 660 for the whole file, and you only qualify for FHA or conventional. If you add a third family member to the file and their credit scores is 590, 610, and 615, then obviously we're going to use the lowest one for her, which is 610, and they only qualify for FHA. So when you're adding somebody to the file, make sure their income and their credit scores are solid before you tell them yes, right? So the rates are changing on a daily basis. The credit scores, we can help you increase. If you need any help, please get in touch.